Good morning, guys. I am coming to you guys rough and tough. The babies. I am coming to you guys rough and tough. Pardon my appearance, but I just wanted to do this video really quick. It's not going to be long at all, but I want to talk to you guys about the one thing I personally, no, you guys stop it. The one thing that I personally regret since cutting my locks. Siler and Selah, stop. Stop it right now. Can't do nothing with these guys. So it's been about maybe 4 or 5 years since I cut my locks off. And being back, with locks this time around, I'm noticing some changes in my hair. Now, cutting my locks off was the best thing I've ever done. I was at a point in my life where I needed a change, and I was just tired of my locks. I had them for maybe 6 years, and they were 27 inches long. I say this all the time. They were 27 inches long, and at that point, I was just like, I need change. I need something different, and I was ready to let them go. The day that I cut them off, it was a few days before my birthday. It was so liberating. I love how it felt when I got them cut off. I actually have a video of me getting it done live on YouTube. And I got so much positive feedback. There were not many people that were negative. Of course, it was always the question of why did I do it? And I shared that. But now I'm going to share with you my biggest regret since I cut my locks off. So what I'm starting to notice now is how dry my scalp is. Like, I've never, ever had a problem with dry scalp, flaking or anything of the sort until now. And for the past year, I've been attributing the fact that I have such dry scalp to the products that I've been using. But just recently, 2 times in particular, I washed my hair and did not retwist at all. And I noticed, like, within a week of doing that, I was still having like all this dry scalp, just really dry, flaking going on. And I had to really think back about things that I did when I cut my hair off. The first thing that I did, and I did it too much, was I constantly washed my hair. Not on purpose, but when you have a change in how you get to, good morning, a change in how you take care of your hair as far as having to wash and how long it takes to dry and retwist, you go from that to being able to wash your hair, dry your hair, and just go out the door. Like, that's such a different, and it's a good feeling that sometimes you start to do it too much. I remember I would get into the shower and just being able to stand there and let the water just hit my head, run down my body, and not have to care about if my hair was frizzy, how long it was going to take to dry, retwist, any of that was such a good feeling. And I wouldn't, it wouldn't bother me because on a day-to-day basis, when I took a shower, my hair got wet. It was like, oh, well, I'll just dry it and, head out for work. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. So with that being said, I'm realizing how much now, all the times that I wash my hair repeatedly, I was washing my hair probably like 2 to 3 times a week, and I was getting cuts like maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. And I was constantly like not caring about if my hair got wet when I went outside in the rain, and not thinking about how much of a change I was doing to my body. So going from washing my hair maybe once every 4 weeks to 6 weeks to washing my hair 2 to 3 times a week, that's such a big change. You're stripping so many oils from your body, your scalp. No matter how much you try to put those back on by putting oils on, hair greases and stuff like that, you're still stripping away so much of your natural oils. And I did not realize that until now. So my biggest advice to anybody that is thinking about doing a big chop, or you just did a big chop. I've had quite a few people send me messages, as far as information on how I felt after I cut my hair, if I regretted it, things of that nature. And, what I think about combing out versus cutting cutting off locks because they were in that transition. And I gave them my feedback, but this is one thing that I felt like I really did need to share, especially now that I'm realizing it myself. So my biggest advice to you, if you're thinking about cutting off your hair, even combing it out, and, you know, just getting your hair to a different state, because now your care, your routine is going to be different. Make sure that you are not over washing your hair. I know it feels good when you hop in the shower and your head get wet and you don't have to care about it, but make sure that you are not over washing your hair, because doing that too much is stripping tons of oils from your skin. And it's hard. It's been, what, 4 years now, and I'm still struggling trying to retain that moisture again. I really didn't notice it until, I want to say, within the last month or so. So I'm doing some things to kind of correct that now. I'm drinking a lot more water, and I'll talk about that in another video, because someone mentioned to me that I might be B6. I might have a deficiency in B6. So that's going to be another video that I'm going to touch on with you guys. But the cliche about drinking water is really not a cliche at all. And I'll talk about that a lot more in the next video. But I wanted to come on and tell you guys my biggest regret since cutting off my locks. Washing them way too much. So let's see, we have Cynthia said, I love that when I did my big chop. It's addictive. You like just stand in the shower and you wash your hair. It's amazing. Antoine said, I'm thinking about cutting my locks seriously. I just partnered to open a Jamaican, what? A Jamaican what? A Jamaican restaurant? You just said Jamaican. So it sounds like he just partnered in opening a Jamaican restaurant. So his hair smells like curry, jerk chicken, and grease. Get that shampoo I was talking about. But if you are thinking about cutting your locks, because you've had them for quite some time as well, it's not a bad transition. It's definitely a good change, and you can always get them back. So if that's the route that you're going, I would definitely say, think about it long, think about it hard, and if your heart is still with it, go ahead and cut those locks off. All right, I am going to get back into my morning routine for my hair, because my hair looks horrible right now. I'm going to go give myself a hot oil treatment and retwist, because it's been about a week or so since I washed my hair and I have not retwisted it. Girl, don't slow down. Angel said she drinks a lot of water and she feels like she has to slow down because her hair grows so fast when she drinks a lot of water. Cover your locks. What do you mean, Cynthia? Cover my locks. I do protective stylings here and there. The only thing is that I can't do head wraps. They give me such a headache. It gives me such a bad headache when I like wrap my hair up and stuff like that. So I try my best not to, but I am going to get out of here. Hopefully I'll come back on a little bit later with another video for you guys, because I want to talk about retwisting versus shading as my retwist method. Because as you guys can see, I'll show you the difference here. This is all regrowth that has not locked as yet. No matter how much I retwist, my hair grows faster than it locks. And then this side, I actually did the crochet method on, so you can kind of see the difference there. It's locked further to my scalp compared to the other side. So that's something I'm talking about. Oh, you're talking about Antoine cover his hair. He says he looks like a Arab when he covers it. You guys are too much. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here and get started. This dog wants her walk, so maybe I'll walk her. Oh, they're too much. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Thank you so much for tuning in bright and early on this Saturday morning. Until next time, it is your girl, Me-Anie. Remember, if the message matters, share it with someone you love. The dogs want attention. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. All right. Okay. We're going to go for a walk.